Got your tip of the day coming at you, coming right up. Bearded Brothers for Christ. Stick around, check it out. Hey guys, Philip Fisher from Bearded Brothers for Christ. Tip of the day. Itineraries. Super important. Many reasons why they are super important. I'll save that for another video because I could go on and on and on. But I will just cover a couple of things really quick about what I do for itineraries and who I leave them with, where I leave them, and that kind of thing. So, first of all, you want your itinerary to basically spell out for somebody where you're going to be, when you're going to be there, that kind of thing. Don't worry about the super fine details, but make sure that when you put on there that you're going to be at this specific lake to camp there, make sure that what your itinerary says as far as where you're going to be camped is where you're camping. Okay? So that is probably the most important part about your itinerary, is where you're going to be camping at, where you're going to be stopped for long periods of time, and then in what order. You know, you might have, like this trail we're going to be on is going to have, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different lakes in the section of trail that we're going to be on. Well, okay, it's got 3 different lakes on the trail itself, and then there's 2 lakes that are off trail. I don't know that they're necessarily going to be bushwhacking, but they're off trail. So you want to make sure that if you're going to go to lake number 1 and camp there, and then you're going to camp at lake number 3, that you do it that way and not change it up. Say you're going to go to lake 1 first, then camp at lake 3, and then on your way out you're going to camp at lake 2. Make sure you keep it that way if that's what you set your itinerary as. Like I said, lots and lots of different reasons, but we'll go into that in a different video. Where I leave them, who I leave them with. I leave an itinerary with my wife, with my parents, and my grandparents. All 3 of those. Now I have all of those, all of my family lives in kind of the same area, in the same town, so I have that option. Some of you may not have that option, so make sure your significant other has a copy of it. Basically, somebody that is not going on your hike that you can trust, that knows that if you don't show up, say you're hiking out on a Thursday, according to your itinerary, excuse me, you're hiking out on a Thursday, and it's a 3-hour road trip from the trailhead to home. If you're not home, or if they have not heard from you by sometime the next day, then they know that something is up, that they need to possibly go look for you, maybe call law enforcement officials in the area that you're going to be hiking, the Forest Service, whatever. They're going to want to know where to look. And if you just tell them on this trail, well, the trail that we're going to be on starts on this side, and then it makes a giant loop and comes all the way back. Well, it's like a big C, and it's a grand total of like almost 30 miles worth of trail. You combine that 30 miles worth of trail with at least a minimum of a mile off trail hiking for different lakes and things like that. That is a lot of ground to cover, and that is a lot of time and manpower. And so if something did happen to you and you had no way to contact anybody and you're only relying on whoever you gave your itinerary to, that's going to condense their search area to where they're going to be able to find you in a reasonable amount of time. The other place you want to leave it is in your vehicle at the trailhead. So what I'm going to start doing is taping it to my dashboard right in front of the steering wheel. That solves a couple of issues. One, you don't have to leave your vehicle unlocked. And two, that gives them access to your itinerary without giving them access to the inside of your vehicle. And again, there's lots of different reasons why they would need to do that. That's mainly if just a quick example, just off the top of my head, there's a huge storm coming in and Forest Service is scrambling to find all the overnight backpackers and to warn them about this storm that's supposed to be coming in a couple of days. They can look inside your windshield and they can say, okay, well, they left on this day from here, and this is, so that would make today day 3 of their hike. They're going to be camped at this lake tonight. They show up to that lake. Hey, big storm coming. You've got like 2 days to get out of here. Otherwise, you may not be able to get out. Whatever. That's just one scenario that I came up with just kind of off the top of my head. But there's many, many, many more. Most of them are not good. I mean, let's face it, if the Forest Service is trying to track everybody down and talk to everybody, generally there's a whole lot of not good coming someplace. So there's your tip of the day. I'm trying to keep these videos within about 10 minutes. So there's your tip of the day. Itineraries, very, very, very important for your hiking. So sit down, get in contact with whoever you're going to be hiking with, nail down a just kind of a broad idea of what you're going to do. If nothing else, get set in stone where you're going to camp, because as far as my opinion, those are the important things to have noted down, is where you're going to camp. So that's your tip for today. We'll have another video coming shortly. I don't know exactly when, but hopefully sometime soon, showing you how to make the ramen bomb and doing a taste test on that. I've never had it before, never made it before, so excuse me. When you see that video, you'll be seeing the first time I've ever made it, first time I've ever eaten it. And we'll do just kind of a little review on that. Oh, another thing, 5 fingers. I ordered my 5 fingers here last week. They should be here today. So when I get them, I'll do a little bit of a review on them pre-hike, and then that will be all incorporated into the hike video as well, doing how the 5 fingers are working and what just basically an in-trail review, I guess. So be looking for all of that. Until then, I love you. Steven loves you. God loves you. Peace. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was helpful. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the little bell next to it. That way you'll always get notified when we get new content put out. And be watching for all that extra stuff coming. Alright guys, have a great day. Peace.